Hey, in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at Fed versus Med. We're gonna take a look at their serve toss technique so you can decide which is the best toss for you. The toss can be one of the most frustrating parts of the serve, and I'm gonna teach you how to master it in 10 minutes inside my 7-day serve challenge. So make sure that you watch today's video and you enjoy it, but you also go to 7dayservechallenge.com because you're gonna get free 48-hour access to each and every day where we're teaching you how to master your toss, how to hit a slice serve, how to hit a kick serve, how to add more power to your serve, more consistency to your serve, how to practice effectively by yourself. You get an on-court lesson every day and you get at-home training every day. Plus, you can even send your serve videos to me to analyze for free during the 7-day serve challenge. So you have nothing to lose and an amazing serve to gain. Make sure you go to 7dayservechallenge.com to sign up. Go in the card section, go in the description section. Let's get started with today's Hey, welcome back to day 2 of our 7-day serve challenge. Today's lesson is going to be very valuable because what I'm going to teach you how to do is have a perfect, predictable toss so we can get rid of those tossing nightmares I know so many recreational players struggle with. And so it's going to be a great lesson. All it's going to take is about 10 minutes of practice once or twice a week to really start turning your toss around, and so you can have it just sitting there where you want to hit that ball. Another thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to have our challenge of the day. The challenge of the day is send me a video within 24 hours on Video Ask, and I will put you into a raffle to win Master Professional Jorge Capastan's tennis strategy book. This is a great book that teaches you how to beat all types of players. So it's really awesome, and one of you will win, but you know, you gotta play to win. So what you gotta do is just send me a video of your serve so I can help you. It's 100% free, it's simple, easy to do. Let's dive right into today's inspirational video. And what I'm going to show you is that there's basically 2 types of professional serving motions with the toss that's acceptable. And the first one is called the Roger Federer method. I'm calling it that. And the second one is the Daniel Medvedev method. And I'm going to show you this, and then we're going to go on the court. I'm going to show you what I see a lot of recreational players doing that's messing up your serve toss. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get into this video. We have 2 tossing styles, and that's the Daniel Medvedev style and the Roger Federer style. We're taking a look at Medvedev first, and we're noticing that he goes about it pretty straightforward. Just pretty much toss that ball right out into the court. We're not seeing his chest come back to the fence. We're not seeing that at all. So Medvedev's toss, much different than Federer's toss, but they have one thing in common. So we're going to take a look at one more that Medvedev's doing. Take a look at how the whole body, even though he just tossed that ball pretty much forward, is flowing with the toss. That's what's similar between Federer and Medvedev and all the pros, is they don't separate the rhythm of the tossing arm from the rest of the body. You can see that the movement backwards is started initiating the flow of the serve, and then the movement forward right there is bringing Medvedev into the court. And it's different than Federer, but that's what they have in common. You can kind of decide what's better for you. Now, some of the things that I like about it, if we watch his toss, it's pretty simple. It's just going straight up out there, leading himself into the court. You can still see he gets an amazing tilt as we talk about. He's fully extended and gets way into the court. Those are all things that I like about it. One of the things that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I'll show you why I like Federer's toss a little better, not saying that his toss is wrong, is just the way I prefer to teach it, is we're not seeing any of his chest, right? So his chest is pretty much facing out that way, not to the back fence like we're going to see Federer do. Now, keep in mind, Medvedev is 6'6", so he doesn't necessarily need as much of his body to build up and hit the serve as someone smaller, like a Federer, or maybe you're watching this and you're not as tall as Daniel Medvedev. What he has is a beautiful flow. He has full extension, and he really gets his body out into the court, and his toss is pretty consistent. So that's what you can look at when you're looking at Medvedev. So if you're a taller person and You like this. Maybe you're serving volleyer too. This might also be a good, nice rhythm to go with. I love his toss location. His toss location is right into what I like to call the window of opportunity. So I'm just going to stop it right about when it starts to drop. So we will stop it right here. And I'm just going to highlight that. Let's take a look at where that toss is. Okay, it's out there a little to the side. It's in what I like to call the window of opportunity here. And this is what I like about it. Nice and simple. With this toss, you can hit slice really nice and you can hit flat really good. Tough to hit a great kick serve with this particular toss. So he changes his toss location a little bit for the kick serve. That's 2 in a row in the net, by the way, for Medvedev if you're keeping score at home. So, Medvedev got to keep his head up a little longer. But you can see, look at the beautiful tilt he's in, and he's going out and hit that. Okay, that's the Medvedev method of tossing. Now let's take a look at Federer's. Okay, so now we're taking a look at Roger's serve here, and what we're going to notice as he goes into his motion, first of all, just the way his stance is set up, it's going to promote bringing his chest back here to us. So now we can see his chest, very simple, and this is allowing him to get a lot more rotation back towards us and then unwind this all forward into the serve. So that's what's so great about that service motion, and the toss is a big part of it. So we're going to notice something very different that he's doing that Medvedev isn't doing. Take a look at how his tossing arm more is moving out to the side along the baseline and just gradually keeps rising out to the side, and then eventually it's going out to the side and then also forward until he gets up into his tilted position. So let's take a look at this. It's coming out here to the side right along the baseline, but also forward. That's still leading him into the court. And when he does that, the more he raises up, he gets himself into a beautiful tilted position. And we can see right now, which we're going to see so much in the 7-day serve challenge, he is in what I call the secret power source. Look at the racket. It's in that secret power source. It's like Tom Brady getting ready to throw a football. This is a big power position. We can also see, if I keep bringing it in closer, look how that wrist is in that relaxed position. Again, we're going to see a lot of this inside the 7-day serve challenge. He's also in what I like to refer to as a power L position right about here. So the power L, which we're going to go over more in the serve course, in the 7-day serve challenge, is right there. That's a power L position. So all this, the way is all set up though with a tossing arm. So I think this really helps you with a lot of different movements that you're going to need to execute more power and get more of your body into. So this is why I kind of prefer Federer's method over Medvedev's method. But I also, love Daniel Medvedev's serve too. But just take a look at this. He's clearly in that power L. Look at the wrist, how it's kind of in a more relaxed position. The racket's kind of almost dangling downwards at this point in his serve. Take a look at that. Take a look at that right there, and how it rises up into the secret power source. And then the legs start to think about driving up. That's getting the racket head to drop back, and then it's coming out here and up. Right now, if you were to take a look up, giving you guys a lot of tips that will make sense to you later in the week. If he were to look up right now, he would see his thumbnail. Okay, he would see his thumbnail right now, and he's leading up with something I call the edge of power right now. Again, impossible to hit the tennis ball. Impossible to hit the tennis ball right now, right, guys? Take a look at that. Just take a look at what we're looking at. Here's the edge. There's the tennis ball. If he keeps going on this path, you would think he's not going to hit the ball, at least not with the strings, but more with the edge. But we're going to get to the moment of truth. We're just coming up, very soon. That happens very naturally. He's not actually making any kind of weird movement to make that happen. And we'll teach you how to do all that. But it's all set up with the way the toss is built in. So let's hit the court and let's start working on our toss so you can go out there and play just like these amazing tennis players.